We're going to start this journey into the use of conditioning complexes with a brief overview of metabolic resistance training. Whether the goal is to improve conditioning or to maximize fat loss, resistance training is often the X factor that most people are looking for. See, unlike most traditional cardio methods, resistance training helps to retain and/or increase lean muscle mass. While traditional cardio training can definitely be used to increase cardiorespiratory fitness and burn some extra calories, a well-designed resistance training program can elevate results to the next level. The last decade has produced a ton of research showing that when a resistance training program combines a series of exercises, ideally multi-joint, with short rest intervals, that conditioning levels skyrocket and body fat can melt away. Metabolic resistance training, MRT for short, is simply that: strength workouts designed using minimal recovery periods. MRT's roots can be traced back all the way to the 1960s and the birth of peripheral hard action training, also known as PHA training. It was popularized by Mr. America and Mr. Universe Bob Gajada. PHA training is simply a resistance training circuit with little to no rest between exercises that alternates between the upper extremities and lower extremities. By alternating upper body and lower body exercises, the muscle groups involved in the previous exercise are given a short recovery period and a chance to replenish some energy stores. This short recovery is imperative in order to continue strength training. But because there is little to no rest between exercises, your cardiorespiratory system is being taxed the entire time. PHA circuits are often composed of 4 to 6 multi-joint exercises for moderate to high repetitions. Here is a sample PHA workout, and you can download this entire workout for free below, as it's in our conditioning complex method downloadable guide. With this circuit, the first exercise is denoted as A1, which is a lower body squat for 10 to 12 repetitions. Then immediately following that exercise, the person would move to exercise A2, which is an upper body standing dumbbell shoulder press. Then again, immediately upon completing that exercise, for the prescribed number of reps, the person would then move on to exercise A3 and subsequently A4 and then A5. Over the last decade, the concept of PHA has spawned several workout systems that utilize the components of PHA training. Strength workouts designed using minimal recovery. All these workouts can essentially be categorized as MRT, metabolic resistance training methods. Some examples of methods that fall within this umbrella are PHA circuits, giant sets, different forms of CrossFit training, density training, and complexes, which is what we'll be covering today. So how do you know if you're properly performing metabolic resistance training? Well, you have to enter into the Herz-Salat zone. The key nutrient being utilized in the Herz-Salat zone is carbohydrates, which is broken down into a few different compounds. Essentially, the more carbohydrates that are burned, the more lactic acid that is created, and the deeper you get into the Herz-Salat zone. The further you can venture into the Herz-Salat zone, the greater the aerobic and anaerobic adaptations will be. The two main symptoms of being in the Herz-Salat zone are, number one, extreme muscle burning, and number two, being very out of breath.